And we're back with another Seismitoad Pyroar battle video. This is probably my favorite deck right now. The only tweaks I've really been making are to the trainers and supporters. I've been running some versions with bikes, some without. But in general, this is my favorite. And it looks like I'm going up against a Plasma deck with Eevee in it. Obviously, Pyroar can only be hit by stage 1s, so for Plasma, the only thing for it to do is include a Plasma Eevee. Not Plasma Eevee, but a Plasma Evolution. I think Glaceon is the most common choice. I'm sure we'll find out here in a minute, though. And I go ahead and I get the second energy attached to Seismitoad. I'm going to bench that Mewtwo, get a Muscle Band on the Toad. And did I pass? Not quite sure. I think I hit pass unless I missed something. So we see him attaching a Muscle Band to Eevee and ending me. So yeah, I clearly didn't attack. I guess I just misclicked. So I actually labeled this, well, I won't say the whole name, but I included misplays in it. So there's one big misplay, is that I just misclicked end turn. I don't know if I just what I was thinking, and yeah. So looks like we see Grass Energy going on the Eevee. It does put 20 damage on it because of Frozen City. And not much in my own discard pile, so looks like I'm going to try and catch her up an Eevee. Catch her before it evolves, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. So we're going to Ultra Ball right now, get out a Pyroar, because he doesn't have those EVs evolved yet, so there's no reason why not. Gets my hand down a little lower and make my N a little better. We'll go ahead and get this Pyroar ready by attaching a DCE, and we'll hit the Active Thunderous for 50 and get him under the Trainer Lock. The 50 damage, of course, is wonderful, but that Trainer Lock was even more important. Without it, he wouldn't have been able to attach the Muscle Band, though I was able to get rid of that with the Megaphone, so that wasn't too big a deal. But still, if that was a huge misplay of mine, and we'll see how it's going to work out. So he attaches, and I was not expecting this. A Dragonite. It's worked out very nicely there, and gets that Thunderous out of the active position, out of the way, and hits me for looks like 5, 6, just the 80. He doesn't discard to do the extra to be a total of 120. And now I'm just trying to decide. Yeah, go ahead and I'll bench the Mewtwo. There's only one fire in there. Seems kind of a waste to use a Blacksmith on one fire, but at the same time, I don't want to just Juniper it away and get rid of it completely. Trying to see how much damage his does. I decided to go ahead and switch for the Pyroar, and then just act like I don't have a supporter, and discarded the energy. Feeling pretty good. If he doesn't knock out this, oh, what am I saying? He's gonna knock out this Pyroar. Well, maybe not. I'd have to read Jolteon one more time. And he would have to pay the hefty retreat cost unless he has a switch. Now he did end me out of that energy retrieval, so I was a little bit worried there, but we got right back into a fire energy, and looks like he had to pass. He doesn't have the resources to get Jolteon up yet, so we're going to be able to at least take out this Dragonite. We're going to get another Pyroar ready to go, and we're putting the Muscle Band on the Litleo on the bench, and then we will just Scorching Fang, discarding the energy, and knocking out the Dragonite to take the first prizes of the game. Pull a... Okay, we got a catcher, so I can see if I can get take another shot at taking that Eevee out before it evolves. And we see the second energy attached to Jolteon, and I only have... I've already got 60 on me. So I don't have much HP left anyway, so we're about to say goodbye to Pyroar. But no, it only did 40? Okay, yeah, if it's not an E, yeah, it only does extra damage if it's an EX. And he decided, I don't know what pin missile, I forget how much damage it does per coin flip, but I guess he didn't want to risk that. And now he puts me in a difficult predicament, and I think this is where my other misplay comes, because I forget that Frozen City is in play. I am computer searching, I believe, for, or no, sorry, Skyling for the energy retrieval. Go ahead and get the 2 fires back, and here I stupidly attach it to my Pyroar and knock it out. But that gets the Pyroar out of the active position at least, and I can get the item lock back. Yeah, so completely stupid mistake. I almost just conceded right here. Just so frustrated at myself for doing that. But I decided to just hang in there. I went for the catcher, hit the catcher heads, brought up Eevee, and knocked it out with Seismitoad. Now Jolteon's back, but that's at least one less Pokemon we have to worry about. And we see an N for 3, and okay, luckily that wasn't too bad of an N. Seismitoad, oh, so what, yeah, what it is if the defending Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, it doesn't do any damage to it on the next turn. So, it's essentially a Pyroar, but it just has to use the attack to make it go into effect. But that's okay, I can go ahead and just catch her up this Cubchoo instead. And I think this is where I misread the card. I guess Jolteon's effect is that the effect is not on Jolteon itself, the effect is on the Seismitoad. So I would have had to retreat. So I misread that, and yeah. So now we see a Super Scoop Up, which fails. Not quite sure really what he was going for there, but hits me for another 40. So I still can't attack. Now, I'm thinking I should just attach it to the Mewtwo and hope I hit a switch, but nope, I decided to go ahead and work on getting that Pyroar out. And, yeah, so still don't have enough to actually attack with the Pyroar, but I can still, yeah, so here's where I'm messing up too. No, it does say it can attack. It's not just even damage or anything like that, it can attack. So, Seismitoad is stuck up there. I go ahead and I just let it sit up there and be sacrificed. And, it looks like he's struggling right now to get a bear tick out. And I don't know, I'm not liking the way I'm playing during this game. Just, yeah. Could have knocked it out with the Mewtwo last turn. And now I'm just, yeah, my hand is dead. I can knock it out, but yeah, that just really isn't good. Now I should probably attach the Muscle Band just in case I get End again. That'll be one less card, and I go ahead and discard it, having to discard it, take the knockout on Jolteon. But I get the prize card, and hopefully this card will be a supporter of some kind, ideally a Juniper, and looks like I've looked away from the computer screen for a minute here, and have forgotten to take my prize card. And I probably should have edited this part out of the video if I had realized it was there. And there we go, I took it. Not anything useful as far as supporter, but I did get a fire energy, so if he can't get a bear tick out, I'll be able to knock out his Cubchoo. And we see a Shauna. And do we see an Ultra Ball for a bear tick? Because that's gonna decide how this game's gonna go. I don't have the energy in hand to be able to attack with anything other than Pyroar next turn. And he retreats, so he doesn't have it. Oh, so he's got to go back to Thundurus. Thundurus can actually do damage to me because of my ability, but he can go ahead and he's loading up another Thundurus. Okay, so here we go. Bike is just as good. Go ahead and attach it to Pyroar. We'll Bike. We hit a Blacksmith. Oh, so I think I'm just going to hold on to that. I've already had my energy attachment. If I don't play the Blacksmith, you may just think I don't have a supporter, rather than I'm saving it. And I'll be able to use it next turn to get some more damage off. Go ahead and just do the 90, so I'm just two-shotting everything. And, yeah, I guess he didn't see that he's about to be knocked out, or he just realized he didn't have anything left. Or hope that I didn't have the fire energy. So there's the Blacksmith, put the 2 on Pyroar, and, yeah, attach the DCE, because I guess why not? Discard the fire energy to do another 90, and take the last 2 prizes of the game. So sorry about that long pause around the prizes, but hope you guys enjoyed the game overall, and stay tuned for more.